Hey, what's up, guys? It's Dan from Crypto Camacho, and I just wanted to give you a quick market update on what's going on in the cryptocurrency markets. We're seeing blood in the streets all over the place. This is the last 24 hours on CoinMarketCap. You see a lot of the altcoins are dropping. They're falling hard, right? VET, WAN, ZIL, DGGD drop. All these coins are dropping and falling hardcore in the cryptocurrency markets, down 20%, 18%, 16%. I mean, the list goes on and on and on, all right? And on the upside, on the bullish front, Metaverse is seeing what, a 4.5.1% gain. Not a whole lot in the cryptocurrency markets, and only a handful of coins are actually seeing any gains whatsoever. So the markets are clearly way down. They've been down for days, if not weeks overall, and we don't know when a recovery is actually coming. But let's go ahead and look over at the charts, all right? So looking first at a Bitcoin Cash chart, you can see that it's obviously very down, right? So we haven't seen these lows since last like April. Around right here in this area, we did see a low of around 400 and, I'm sorry, 500 and around 575 approximately. Okay, now we're seeing lows today of 532, and I expect that to continue to fall a bit further, right? It's going to go a little bit under where the last strong base of support was, which was right here in April at about 575. So it's likely that we're going to see a 20 to 30% drop below that before seeing a bounce in the market. Now check this out. If you look at the previous areas where there was big drops, huge drops like there has been recently, you'll see that they're typically followed up by a bounce in the market, right? These big dips and kind of parabolic downs and then up kind of bulls forming, all right? So if you look over, let me just go back here. The last drop right here, okay, was right here, just to make sure you have a little picture of this. And if I take this, like, let me map that out. Okay, right there. Let me grab a paint, or let me grab, okay, so last time we saw a fall right to about this, right? And then we kept going, and we saw another fall. And it was about, let's see what it was. It was about, it's about a 38% drop from the previous base. See what I'm doing? Okay, so here's a base or an area of support, and the previous base before that was a bit higher, and it fell down before bouncing up, right? And it fell about 38% before bouncing up, right? So now if we look at this low right here, right, and let me delete this out, and if we look at this low compared to the next one, it's again about a 27%. You can't really see it that well, but about a 27% gap right there as well, right? So we saw the base again. We go down this one and it bounces back. Then we go down the previous base, which was this one. We go down again, all the way down about, again, 30% approximately, and then we see a big jump up again, all right? Now we're seeing another fall, likely to see, a 20 to 30% dip below that, which would be about, let's say 28%, which would be about 380, about 400. So 400, 380 range will likely see a big bounce in the price after it falls a bit more, right? So that's on the Bitcoin Cash front. If I'm looking at the Bitcoin Cash chart on TradingView rather than Coinigy, and I turn on the Spectro indicator, you can see some interesting feedback right here, okay? So again, on these big drops and falls, what Spectro indicator does is it actually lights up like a Christmas tree, and it actually points out exactly when you should be buying when the prices are dipping like they have in previous times, right? So here you can see the price fell, Spectre said to buy and caught the bounce, right? Here said to buy, bounce again. And right here, same thing, buy and the bounce. Now we're seeing those Christmas trees light up again, and I expect it'll be the case, but I do expect the price to fall a little bit lower for Bitcoin Cash against Tether. But we'll likely see after it falls another bounce. So I'd be watching this one for an opportunity, guys, definitely. So now, if we look over, let's see here. Okay, so now if we look over at XTZ, which is Tezos, right? The IPO, the famous IPO that raised like $1 billion, something like that. If we look at the price here, the price is also very much at its lows, almost its all-time lows, which were at $1.45. That's where it sits right now today at about $1.46. I expect this to, again, drop and crack below the base of about, let's see here. I mean, it could go a good 30, I'd say 30%. This chart, I'm on a day chart, I'm zoomed out quite a bit. If I did this a little bit more properly, it would probably be about a 30% drop as well. And if we look at how this chart has played out in, let's see, so we go way up, right? Then we go down, then we go past this last area of support right here. We go down about 46%, right? So from this area of support or this base, we go down about 46% before seeing another uptick, above that previous level of 368 to 514, right? So if you would have got in on this, base that was cracked right here, you would have been able to profit right here, okay? So again, this happens very, very often, right? So here, again, is an area of support. Let me draw this. See those 3 lines? That's a pretty good area of support right there. You see the price right here, it did go a bit lower than the last area of support. Not a whole lot, but it did go a bit below, 5–10%, but then it rose up again, right? And it always seems to do that, and it's going to do that again. Here's some areas of support, and it's going to crack these areas of support, probably 20 to 30% at least, so we're going to see a little bit more of a downtrend before bouncing back up, another opportunity, okay? If you look over at let's see, what's this? Factum coin or Factum token on Poloniex Bitcoin pairing. Again, you're seeing something very, very similar, right? So there's many areas of support, right? There's one right here. There's one right here. There's one right here. One right here. All these are areas of support. And right here, we're starting to crack those bases, right? So we're cracking all these bases right here that I just drew, and we're likely going to go down a bit further. I would say, again, another 20 to 30% at least, but then we're going to see a bounce back. So get in on these opportunities as they come. I mean, I could go down the list. Wow, this chart, this is VET. I don't know if this has the same story here, but let's see. No, this chart, it seems to be fairly wrecked because look, you go down, you see straight. You go down, you see relatively flat, right? You do see a bit of an uptick right here, which is a good 10%, right? But I would be careful with this coin completely. What's this one? Zilliqa. Okay, so this one's interesting. This one, let's see. Zilliqa. Zilliqa is another interesting one that I think has potential here. I mean, if you look at some strong areas of support, which were obviously right here, we do see the price go up after it kind of tries to breach that level of support. Now we've broken past that, and we haven't actually tested this area of support right here. We are testing that right now, and we actually broke through it, right? You can see we broke through that area of support right there. I kind of made that up a little bit high, but we did break through that. We're going down, and so likely we're going to see a bounce, probably somewhere around right here, approximately. So if I draw that out a little bit nicer for you, like right around here, which right now is about, about a 30%, 20 to 30% from where we are now. We'll likely see another bounce. So again, these guys are opportunities. EOS, I'm not playing in right now. I think it's a little bit dangerous, but we could see a bounce on that one. Dash is another one that I think has some potential to bounce, right? Because you see that there were strong bases here, but then those were all breached, multiple times right here. And it's been tested 3 different times, right? But it hasn't actually cracked the lowest base. If it does crack that lowest base right there, we're likely going to see a bounce somewhere up about right here, okay? So I would keep an eye out on Dash for that area of support right here. What else? I mean, yeah, that's really it, guys. I mean, I think right now there's a number of different opportunities in the market, and I think you should take a look at these. I mean, I gives me some confidence that I'm using the spectro indicator right here, and the Christmas trees are lighting up. I do think we're going to see a bounce here relatively soon in a number of areas, so get ready to buy. Fill your bags when the blood is in the streets. The blood is clearly in the streets right now, guys, so right now is an opportunity to buy. So just giving you that tip, guys. I'm Dan from CryptoCamacho.com, and I will talk to you next time. See you guys.